Everybody, and welcome to part 4 of 5 of our Power Rangers Let There Be Thunder character creation videos. I'm Matthew, I'm going to be the GM for this game, and I'm here today with one of my players.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'll be playing and creating the character Eric Callahan. You can call me Cal for short.
Fantastic. So we've got the sheet here already, which is brilliant, and bring up some bits and pieces on here. Have you already had a bit of a look at what you want to do with Cal?
A little bit, not so much in stats. I've given looks to like the stuff in the information, like the compendium.
Fantastic.
So like origins, perks, rules, stuff like that.
Brilliant. So we'll start off with origins then, just like we've done with everybody else, to be fair. Did you have one that you had sort of earmarked? Or are you looking at
Kind. Kind was the one that I was looking at the most, because the whole like everything about Cal is like, I just want to help people. Like, I just want to be someone who is there for others.
Fantastic.
So looking at all of them, it's like I can see how I can play characters in all of them that are like, this guy is like the one who wants to be a Power Ranger just so he can help people. And like Kind, I also really like the origin benefit, the I know a guy thing. So just I would like to start him in Kind.
Fantastic. I like that. I'll be honest, I've read through them all before, but Kind isn't one that I've actually had a character take. I've had a lot of oddballs. I've had a lot of rebellious. I think people tend to like being able to pick a general perk quite early on. So I definitely like. We have Jay in the chat at the moment is just saying a ranger that doesn't just want to punch things. It's definitely
rare breed. Rare breed us rangers who are trying to help others. Who would have thought?
We had a bit of a trend of green was kind of like, yeah, I'm going to punch everything, and black was like, I'm going to be a wall and everything can punch me. And then we got to the Blue Rangers one yesterday. He's like, I want to plan and be like the guy who picks stuff and everything else. You're just like, wow. Somebody straight away hasn't been just like, yep, I want all my points in might and I punch a dude.
Right, so right, violence. I'm good at it.
Yeah. It's like something. Both of you haven't woke up today and picked violence, and I love it.
I'm here to save people. I'm here to get the civilians out of danger, and I'm here to stop the forces of evil from destroying the place I love. So it's what I'm here for.
Fantastic. Our Green Ranger says he is Fist. He always wakes up and chooses violence.
That's fair. You know what? I can't hold that against you.
Hey, you know, we know who to hide behind. We know who to let go up front and do the punching.
That's all you need, really.
Exactly. Let's have a look then. So, as the Blue Ranger, you only start off with 1 health. I do like the way they've
Good
written
thing I'm
it,
the yellow.
Sorry, as the Yellow Ranger, yeah. As the Kind origin, you only start off with 1 health. I love the way they've written it out, though. You've never needed to be tough or terribly strong because people like you.
I mean, fair. Like,
Nobody's
if people like me, they're not inclined to like punch me in the face. Yeah. Exactly.
Nobody's ever needed to hit me in the face. Like, everybody likes me. It's all good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Not the best when I'm getting jumped at every opportunity, but I'll take it.
Okay, that's nice and easy then. So we've got the essence score increase from Kind, which is either going to be in smarts or social.
I will take it in social. I'll leave the big brain actions up to our Blue Ranger.
Hey, at least we've got some social going on as well, which is always great. And then we've got animal handling, performance, or persuasion.
Persuasion.
Persuasion?
Yes, that's what I'm here for. So that's a D2 then?
That is a D2 in persuasion.
Let's go. Alright. Fluent in native language, 1 additional language for each 3 points of social I possess.
3 points of social. So we'll come back to the
language.
language.
So just the 1.
The end. Yeah. And pop it in the perks like the others have done. Just as I've said numerous times, unfortunately, the Roll20 sheet doesn't have languages yet.
We'll get there
Yeah.
eventually. I hope.
I'm very much hopeful. There's a few issues still, unfortunately. One of them is that it's still counting D2s as a critical if you roll a 2, which isn't the case.
Yeah, can't do that.
No, because that would be
Just
fantastic.
crit every time.
50% of the
Flip
time.
a coin every
Yeah.
time. What's the most you've ever won on a coin toss type
Flip a
stuff?
coin, critical hit. Flip a coin, critical hit again. I don't know if you've actually seen the physical dice as well for it, but the D2, I say D2 very loosely, is actually a power coin.
That is incredible and is exactly what I wanted it to be. I was about to ask you, I was like, please tell me the coin they use for the coin flips is actually one of the power coins.
Yep.
And
they have,
sometimes the world is good.
Exactly. Sometimes people clearly put some thought into it, and they have sets for all of the colours in the core book other than white, so you can get like the black one with the mastodon and the yellow one with the saber-toothed tiger.
Even better than I hoped it would be.
And even the dice are the colours, so like when you get the yellow ranger dice, it's yellow with white writing. Okay,
good. At least my die will be the right color, considering I don't have anything that is yellow.
Oh no, I'll
work on that.
I went to order a t-shirt today I found online. I was like, oh man, I really love that. And for some reason, it's not. They did all of the others of the set over here as well, but this one is only available in America. So instantly, like the 20, 30 quid price then doubles because of travel from America to the UK. And it gets very expensive very quickly.
Rest in peace, my dude. Never gonna see it.
No, probably not. I'm assuming English for your first language? Fantastic.
Yes, please. Be real rough if that wasn't the case.
It could be interesting. English is definitely the most shared language.
Until I get more languages, I just can't communicate with the rest of the team.
No, I mean, English is the most shared. Putty comes second at the moment, I believe. Or possibly, I think Putty and Spanish. I think we've got 2 people that speak Putty and 2 people that speak Spanish.
That's incredible. The putty thing is going to be useful, I hope. I hope that comes up.
Oh, it definitely will come up.
Fantastic.
We need to do our origin benefit of I know a guy, which again I love. You've been so nice to so many people in your lifetime. You have friends in the strangest places with a variety of talents.
Just anytime we need something specific or even general, it's like, don't worry, I got this.
I know a guy. Generally, when you hear someone say that in a film or something, it's just much more menacing.
Smash cut to us in an alley.
I know a guy. You're like, how do you know this guy? What does he want in exchange? And Cal's just like,
don't worry, I got this. I know a guy. He's cool.
Yeah.
I got this. Okay. Don't worry about it. Smash cut to all of the Rangers in an alley talking to like some homeless guy. And it's like, so you can help us? It's like, yeah, I got you, Cal. I wouldn't do this normally, but you're a good egg.
No, I'm yellow. Cal just told me to speak to you. Wink. But you can't.
Cal, the worst at disguising his secret identity because he doesn't like. It's just his voice, and so many people in town know him.
And you have to say it as well because nobody can see you winking through the visor. So it's just like wink.
And it's got the mouth that's just set in this stern line, so it's like all of my like voice just being like super animated and happy to help, but like masked with the fact that the mask is like
yeah, it's like But Cal's all happy and bouncy.
The mask looks so serious, and Cal is just like smiling, fucking having a good day.
I love it.
Always a good day when you get to help people in need.
Okay. We've got ground movement, we've got language, we have the origin benefit, so that's all fantastic. We'll pop open a spectrum, and I do remember your yellow, even if I said blue. I'm just apparently...
It's a blue day, dude.
It's a blue day. I'm going to go with that.
It's a blue day.
It is a blue day. So yellow then is going to be all about being the soul of the team, which works out very well with Cal's kind nature, and very heavy on the speed.
I'm going to be so fast. You have no idea.
And there's an ability later on where it's basically you just move so fast, you've essentially teleported from one spot to another.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like nobody sees you move. You're just like, whoosh, I'm here now.
I'm only going to use that ability for comedic effect. Just gonna be moments where it's like the bad guy is monologuing and suddenly I'm next to him with like an arm slung around his shoulder. Like, come on, don't be like that.
Can we be friends?
Like, yeah, come on. Just I bet you just got a rough lot in life. Come on, come over and hang out.
I think you're like an onion.
We'll play some Smash Bros. Yeah, you got layers.
Exactly.
The whole time I'm just like very close to him, could be attacked at any second. We'll probably get attacked, and it's just like, yeah, I'm here. I'm just hanging out, man.
We just, ignore whatever they're telling you.
Cal.
Yeah, ignore what they're telling you. It's fine, guys. Nobody needs to be fighting. I'm sure you don't want to be here trying to take over the world.
Yeah, come on. I bet you're just really misunderstood. See, what's something you've always wanted to do? It's like kill people. It's like, ooh, that's a bit much. Come on, why don't we sing a song instead? It's Cal trying to convince murderous creatures that they shouldn't be murderous.
Exactly. It's like, have you ever played Smash Brothers instead? Like, instead of killing each other,
what if
just, let's try it out.
If somehow I managed to hinge the fate of the world on an Evo match,
it'll be
it's just like, and in this corner we have Rita Repulsa playing Baiken, and in this corner, oh god,
I was picturing
fighting games.
Picturing
that's
Bill and Ted. I think it's the very first Bill and Ted's where they play death to come back to life, and it's like best 3 out of 5.
Yeah, just gotta. I mean, look, if you don't ask, you'll never get a positive result.
Exactly, it's worth a shot.
Gotta at least make the attempt before we beat them to death.
You could all be friendly. I like this. Jay has mentioned airdropping Nerf weaponry instead of using power weapons and lots of explosions. Nerf guns. I don't see how that. I don't see that how that can't work out. That sounds like a great idea to me.
I would like to iterate that despite being a peace-loving man, Cal understands that being a Power Ranger is like 90% fighting. He gets it.
He's gonna have to.
He'll try to be like, hey, please don't fight us. We shouldn't fight. It'd be better if we work together for a more peaceful solution. But I'm not gonna take that the whole time.
No.
It's like the second they're like, actually, I think I'm just going to try to kill you. It's like, well, okay, got it. And then
I'd rather you didn't, but if that's how you feel about it, I guess.
Look, if that's how it's gonna go, then no qualms. I've got this.
Yeah, I'll throw down. That's fair. Let's have a look then.
I respect your choice, but
yeah, I mean, I appreciate it, and I guess if we're gonna have to throw down, these fists are rated E for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Come get these hands, no charge.
Let's have a quick look. So, Yellow Ranger Spectrum has 3 power regeneration a day. Only got training in light armor, so I think your toughness is probably going to be one of the lowest. I think
I'm just gonna do my best to never get hit.
Your evasion,
that or be behind mouse whenever something is going to hit.
I've got to be honest with you. Being behind mouse at the moment sounds like a fantastic idea. High toughness, 4 health. Everybody hide behind mouse and then just pop out and do your thing and then go back to
It's going to be like mouse. A conga line.
Yes.
It's the Power Ranger conga line. Fantastic. That's what we're here for.
Oh. Okay. What have we got? So we've got 2 personal power, which is good. We have our role perks of its morphing time, which is nice and easy because everybody gets that one. And it does tell me that you can
Power Ranger that doesn't come with its morphin time.
It would be
Rough.
really
so
awkward.
Sorry.
Yeah, like sorry guys, you
It's like,
can't.
well,
Although
it's like, okay, you guys got this, right? Cool. I'm gonna hang
I'm
out.
just gonna hide back here. We do know from I say we, the people that are slightly obsessed and have spent too much time on the Renegade Game Studios Discord server.
So you got
Yeah,
it.
pretty much. We know that in Across the Stars, like I said on Tuesday, we're going to have the Phantom Ranger as an option. And the Phantom Ranger...
That might be like the coolest name ever.
Exactly. A Phantom Ranger
Who
is going
doesn't
to have
want to be the Phantom Ranger?
It's going to have a different... It's morphing time.
He says something different?
I think the actual ability is going to be slightly different. Possibly reflecting on the crystal... from the show that he has on his chest, but we know it's going to be different. We just don't know how yet. I'm not saying that they know how to keep us interested, but they definitely know how to keep us interested.
Yeah, but they're like they're dangling the carrot.
Oh
it's
yes.
Just like, oh, that's a different morphing time. Interesting.
How different?
I'll stay on the Renegade game server for another 30 days.
How different is it going to be? What's it going to do? How's it going to do it? Please tell me now. Please.
Yes, I would like to know this.
Yes. You do get some nice cool abilities. As
all of my jump distance maximums are tripled, so I'm just going to be leaping. I'm going to be flying.
Oh, bear with me a second. Yep. We have the... So we've had somebody join us on the Discord, which just means that your camera has unfortunately gone
I'm dead?
Yeah, so bear with me just a second while I just get that sorted out.
I enjoyed playing. Sorry, I'll be... Wait, am I back?
You disappeared, you came back? Yeah, I think they popped in and then popped back out.
It's a miracle.
But yeah, we were using...
It's a miracle. I can play another day.
Yes, for now, until... I don't know what happens, but for now, he says
until Cal tries to like play hopscotch with a volcano monster and dies.
No, he just like Rita and Zed's one arm around each of them. It's just like, guys, have you tried peace?
Have you found salvation in the Lord Jesus Christ? Zed just stabs me.
Yeah, I can't see that going badly. Does he stab you with the end of the staff or the actual Zed just to make a point?
The actual Zed just to make a point. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ironic.
I have to agree with you on that one. It does seem like Zed's thing. Just has to make his point literally and metaphorically.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, I know. Terrible jokes. I'm a victim of terrible jokes, which is why I'm so glad that nobody has chosen the comedic origin. Because... I
mean, maybe if I knew all the players a bit better, so I could like gauge their comedy. Because how rough would it be if you're like, I'm gonna choose the comedic thing, and then as you start playing, you realize you don't have the ability to make any of these people laugh.
Everybody's just like, wait, that was a joke. That was
yeah. It would be a real feels bad man moment.
I 100% see where you're going for that. I am terrible. If someone throws out a bad dad pun, like the worst dad pun, I am probably going to laugh at it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'll have a list.
Yeah.
Every day. Just going to add more dad jokes to the list.
Honestly, it's terrible, but they absolutely do. They just absolutely slay me. I wish they didn't. I wish that I wasn't quite so easy to be defeated. Green Ranger says, tell the people about Dwayne. In a Dungeons and Dragons game I run, the two players befriended a small rock elemental. I can't remember what the specific type is called, but it basically looks like a boulder as long as it's not moving. So they befriended
Okay.
it, and then they decided to call it Dwayne, because then it's Dwayne
Dwayne the Rock.
Yeah. And I got to be honest with you, I was in hysterics, but at the same point, I'm just like, guys, please stop doing this to me. Please, for the love of all things, just stop.
I cannot focus because of your character.
Please don't. Yeah, I love them to pieces.
Oh no!
But they're terrible with naming things. We also have a owlbear called Winnie, because it's Winnie the Bear.
Winnie the Pooh. Yep, I got it.
Yep,
figured it out.
Yep, they're not
bright yellow owl bear.
They're not. I'd say they're not the most original of choices, but it works. So,
I mean, they're funny.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a line you can draw between, like, do we want to name our character something original and interesting, or do we want to do bits? And I feel like 9 times out of 10, the bits win.
They're definitely winning at the moment. Yeah, I love them. I do. Just sometimes you just kind of like, yeah, bits every time. Thank you very much, lovely Green Ranger. I'll remember that when it's time to...
Always doing bits.
Yeah, when it's time for combat.
I mean, to be fair, if you started doing it to them with, like, NPCs and stuff, be like, yes, this is my character, Mick Jagger.
He is a bard.
It's just the real Mick Jagger as a bard. As half bard, half artificer with, like, the like plague doctor thing, so you can be doing all of the drugs.
Some kind of musical instrument somehow as their focus. I'm gonna have to remember this now, because actually I'm kind of loving the idea of this.
Dude, I got these all day. I come up with so many stupid throwaway characters that end up being important.
I'm loving this. Right,
just
focus.
Right, we should focus.
Focus.
We can do bits after the stream.
Bits after.
Save the bits.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've popped your speed of 2 in, which is great, and then you've got a choice between acrobatics or initiative, and then 1 point in finesse.
1 point in finesse, so I'm gonna take that for the D2. Between acrobatics and initiative. Initiative being how fast you can move at the start of combat. Acrobatics being maneuvers you can do all of the time, depending. And does my initiative have a bonus just from having a speed of 2? Or
it does not. The actual numbers relating to the essences are like your potential. So it doesn't reflect like how strong you are. Gotcha. It's your potential for doing things that would be.
It's your potential top limit.
Yeah.
I think I would like to take the bonus in acrobatics.
Fantastic. Okay. And then you get a point in alertness. So you D2 in alertness from your smarts bonus.
All right.
Which is fantastic. We've got the It's Morphing Time. We've got the triple strike attacks. The cool thing about you were saying about the jumping as well in It's Morphing Time, your distance is tripled after the skill check. So if you're making a running jump...
So the check, and then just multiply that number by
the
3.
Distance, yeah. So I think the running jump difficulty may be 5, and then what you get over that is essentially how much distance you can jump, and then that's what you triple.
Interesting.
So you could potentially go pretty dang far. I really
put the wire on. Put the wire harness on me already. I'm ready to go.
Let's have a look.
Just looking.
We go.
I will be gone.
Yes. So a running long jump. If you've got a 10-foot run, the difficulty is 5. So.
Just got to beat a 5.
Just got to beat a 5,
right.
And then I'm sure is it on here? Jumping requires an athletics skill test whenever your character attempts a jump of longer than 5 feet. You'll roll less the difficulty. So if you rolled a 20, you'd make 15 foot ordinarily, but if you're morphed, that 15 foot goes up to 45.
Interesting. Interesting.
Green Ranger,
Oh
any Power
boy.
Rangers are just all of a sudden like bounding over buildings, or maybe small buildings, not quite Superman levels, but respectable height.
I mean, give it some time. I'll get stronger. I'll reach it. I'll get there.
It'll take some
Just watch
time,
it
but it's going to
happen.
happen. Okay.
Hmm.
We've got the Spectrum bit and the Origin then, so we'll have a look at influences.
Hell yeah.
Any thoughts?
I mean, community helper right off the bat, because even when this person wasn't a ranger, there's like always the need to like do good things for people. Sort of
Fantastic.
sort of like a background of like, well, the Power Rangers are really great, and I respect and idolize them like everyone else, but I still recognize that me becoming a Power Ranger is like a once in a is like that's a very low chance. So I can't just wait to become a Power Ranger and say, okay, now I can help people. So he'd be doing what he could with what he had.
I respect the low chance ambition. We were talking about low chances before the stream. I'm all for him. I'm all for him. One day maybe you can wake up and be a Power Ranger. It'd be really weird in
One
this
day
game if you
it could
didn't.
happen,
Yeah. Um,
bro. How rough
yeah.
making going through the process of making a player character and like, sorry, you missed it. Can't be you.
Nope.
We already got someone. It's
Spoiler
like,
alert.
well,
On Thursday, I'm going to replace all of the characters with G.I. Joe characters instead. And then bam. It was never
I
a
call
Power
Snake
Rangers
Eyes.
game. It was never a Power Rangers game. You're all G.I. Joe characters.
We're playing GI Joes now.
Yep. I mean, plus sides, it's the same basic mechanics. It's made by the same company. It'll work. Just yeah, nobody look at your character sheets until Thursday.
We can do it. Just don't come in here.
Yeah,
Don't
just
come in here.
nobody come in here and have a look. Power coin drop down the drain.
Whiff.
Yeah,
Oops.
just oh dang. Okay.
Mistook it for a collectible sold on eBay. What do help?
We were talking earlier in the Discord. It's just like all the things that Zordon's probably hid over the years and has like lost track of without telling anybody. It's like yeah, there's like a whole set of extra power coins that nobody's ever found, but there's one in a pawn shop down the road because somebody found it and sold it. You buy it. And
I mean,
it's
that's
like,
why. That's why in the future there are so many different types of Power Rangers. It's all the shit that
Yeah.
Zordon's
He
misplaced in the
made
real
it. He
world.
put it somewhere. It's just like, man, I'm sure I put that somewhere safe. Anybody remember where that is?
It's like the ninjas got it. That's why the Ninja Storm Rangers are a thing. You gave it to a clan of ninjas 7,000 years ago, and now you've completely lost it.
Oh. So here we go then. We've got Community Helper. So you gain an edge on any non-combat tasks related to your chosen service when your influences come into play. What service were you thinking?
So the ones that are on like the, because like when I saw community helper, my initial thought was like, oh, so he's just going to be doing like volunteer like relief work type stuff, you know, like building houses for people who don't have houses, volunteering at like the community center to like make food for people who can't eat, stuff like that. But then I got down to like D4, which skill are you getting a benefit in? And it was like EMT, firefighter, police officer, National Guard, or other military. And I was like, oh, way more involved than I was initially thinking. Either a firefighter or National Guard, and I could flip a D2 for that one. Uh, yeah, National Guard. I'll take National Guard.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I got that bonus to initiative anyway.
So that will give you edge on any non-combat tasks related to your chosen service when influence comes into play. That will be interesting. And we're going with this one for your first influence, so you won't take any hang up for this one.
I was like, I mean, the hang up almost doesn't affect me at this level because it's like if someone else is if I'm damaged, I'm unconscious. Like I attempting to heal other damages before my own. There's not a situation in which I can heal my own damage because I'll just be out. Like
You can take some more health with some points in conditioning.
I could do that. It's an option I have.
I would personally definitely recommend starting with at least a 2. Because most hits are going to be for like 1 damage. So if you've only got the 1 health,
just can't get hit.
Yeah, just exactly. Just the fight's over there, and Cal's like.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to leap into combat, hit someone, and then leap out. It's going to be like a fucking flashbang.
Just whoosh whoosh.
Can't
whoosh whoosh.
Yeah, exactly.
I can see Cal taking the fast general perk at some point. Get that extra movement bonus.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. We've got the influence. Had you considered any of the bonds?
I mean, helping others is my calling. Is the thing that just sounds exactly like what I'm describing.
It's perfect, and it's literally there, isn't it?
It's just like when I was like, yeah, it's the first. It's like helping others is the thing I do. Is like at the top of creating this character, I was just like, Cal is a person who wants to help others no matter what. And then the first thing in this fucking thing is like, helping others is what I do. It's like, yeah, that's the one.
Literally, the first option is just like,
for sure that.
Don't even need to go any further down the table. That works.
Don't even need to read the others. I still am going to read the others, but that is like the right one. That is the right one for Cal.
Had you thought about any others, or were you just thinking one? Or
I had not considered others. You said I could take up to 3, right?
Up to 3 at character creation, yeah. Potentially pick up more along the way if something changed, or.
Because looking at it, there is the other one that immediately jumps out is caretaker, but it felt a little further away, like still in the vein of like helping people, but like not in the vein I wanted to take it. But if I'm taking multiple, why not?
No, that's fair enough.
I would, because like the hang up for there is also something that I think Cal would just do. Always ensure the safety of those I am responsible for before engaging in combat. That just sounds like for sure,
100%, and it's the fact that you've sort of thought about that as well, and who Cal is, and it just falls into it so easily. I like
Cal isn't a Power Ranger to beat up like enemies. He'll still do it, but like that's not what he's like there for. He's there to help everyone else. He's there to be the friend you can rely on. The thumbs up in times of crisis.
You got this.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to bring light to the darkness for all of you. Everyone.
There is actually, I want to say it's a grid power. Is it? Am I going crazy? I mean, probably, but no. I'm not going crazy in this particular instance. There is actually a grid power called Illuminate. You can shine with the light of righteousness. While morphed, you may spend 1 power to emanate bright light in a 30-foot radius for 1 minute. And while in effect, your martial arts attacks inflict energy damage. But literally, Cal is glowing with that inner light.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. Sure.
Just like literally, he's like a nightlight. What have we got? Bond for the caretaker?
Bond for the caretaker. All of them. There are 2 that I'm like, this would be good lore-wise. And it's like, number 8, I carry my grandparents' ring as a reminder of unconditional love. That includes family. I'm not just an entity that was made. It's like, I help, and that's all I do. It like gives depth to it. But also, I hope to someday open a home for the needy. That's future plans, man. Cal is in this to leave a lasting help on the world.
I like that. Cal.
I think I'm gonna take 12.
Okay.
Like ultimate goal, I would like to open a home for the less fortunate type stuff.
I can see Cal like hitting up the local businesses and stuff. It's just, well, I have this plan and I need some donations or some sponsorship. Yeah, we're gonna open up a home. It's gonna be everybody that needs help. You could have your part of your logo on a wall. Come on, guys.
Yeah, help the less fortunate. We got to stick together in Angel Grove. This is our family, our community. We get attacked so often by weird space monsters, situated directly on our town and nowhere else.
Nope. It's been a while. I appreciate everything's been okay. Nobody's been attacked in like 10 years, but it could happen still. Bad things can happen. The game would be really weird if it didn't.
Imagine a Power Rangers game where you never morph.
No.
You're just like living in the city. So lame.
Everybody's fine.
Oh, God.
Nobody's fighting. It's like a utopia. And the Power
Rangers... that buys into like the darker side of Cal's desire. Just like Cal is here to be a hero and to help people, but what happens when there's no one left to help? Lose my sense of identity. So the wish to like help people is also the wish for people to need help.
It's kind of it is a bit of a catch-22, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the Red Ranger says we need a Ranger's retirement home, such as Ranger Pines.
Ranger Pines. You're only allowed admittance if you can prove you were once a Power Ranger.
Hey, I've got a tattoo of a lightning bolt just on my arm, and it's only in yellow because I was the Yellow Ranger. So
exactly.
I don't remember seeing you at the command center. There was a command center.
We got a command center? What the fuck?
But nope. Right, imposter. Get him out of here. Wipe his memory. I don't know how we do that, but I'm sure Billy's got something.
Billy can wipe his memory, or alternative solution, we could just hit him real hard in the head.
Concussion.
Temporary amnesia.
Kapow.
It's like you're like, well, I'm afraid we can't let you into the Ranger home. And hey, what's that? It's morphin' time. Bop! Gone. He's out.
Is that dibs on doing the hitting, Michael? Or I'm concerned that all of a sudden our lovely Green Ranger has just written dibs. Yes, it's dibs on being the one to give them temporary amnesia.
The Green Ranger is the one working the front desk, not because he's a good receptionist, but because in the case of a fake Ranger, he needs to be able to knock them unconscious.
Yep. I'm slightly concerned. I feel like I'm going to have to bring up the Power Ranger directives at some point. And
gotta remember.
Yeah, just throw it out there just to... Ooh, that's not scary at all.
Not terrifying.
No.
That all of the Rangers are like so ready to commit violence.
Teeny bit. Just a smidge.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Apparently he won't escalate, but that doesn't mean he can't hit them really hard.
All right, that's fine. I can agree to that.
And
nope. We're not escalating the situation, but in the event of violence, why not commit violence with all your heart? All of your heart should go into that violence you commit.
I don't remember seeing... I remember keep identity secret as one of the directives. Never escalate a battle was the other one. I don't remember don't punch the old people, but I feel like that doesn't need to be said.
That feels like a moral thing rather than a Power Ranger thing. It's like a normal, upstanding person shouldn't be punching old people, but like...
It feels like there's a line, and as the Power Rangers, you're not supposed to like tiptoe over that line. Never mind punch over that line.
It's just all the Power Rangers like at a board meeting, like, all right, what's okay and what's not, because the rules are too vague.
Yeah.
So it's like jumping old people. No, we can't do that. What if the old people are evil? What if the old people are evil? Did you ever think of that? In what scenario are you fighting an evil old person? The scenario you just listed.
Just
trying to come up with all of the fucking loopholes.
There's a lot of potential for things to happen. This is Angel Grove. possibly one
It's
of the
fucking
weirdest
wild out
places
here.
on Earth. Stuff happens, guys.
Mm-hmm.
A 1,000-year-old wizard. Hang on. That is a fair point. Rita is, like 10,000 years old.
Yeah, she gets a senior citizen discount at the very least. So can we jump her?
Yeah. Wasn't
Jumping Rita Repulsa? Yes or no?
wasn't Nasty Knight quite old as well?
I mean, all of the like Power Ranger antagonists like have the sort of "I've been around since the dawn of time" kind of feel to them.
Yeah. I'm just like working through
Like,
in my head now. I'm just like, so
is there ever a Power Ranger like modern evil? It's always like an ancient evil has awoken. The Power Rangers are needed once more, type stuff.
I'm
It's like
thinking,
these guys were our enemies back in the day, and now they're back again. I don't remember any like Power Ranger like evil force that was like this evil force just showed up right now. They just decided they're in their evil infancy. Because I feel like an evil in its infancy could get like stopped immediately, but the ancient evils, it's like, well, of course the Power Rangers didn't win right away. They're so much older. They have so much more power, type stuff.
and they cheat because they're the bad guys.
Yeah, and they cheat because it's in the bad guy handbook.
Exactly. It's like page 1. Don't play by the rules. That's it. There's literally
exactly.
no other part of the bad guy's rule book because
The rest of it is an entire.
Yeah,
exactly. The rest of the book is blank pages, and you have to pay 3 installments of $64.99 to get this book because the person who wrote it was also not playing by the rules.
I dig that. Yeah, they never said like they gave a page count. It's like it's 600 pages. It's got the rules for being the bad guy. You can get it in 3 easy installments of $69.99, and it will be sent right to your door. They never said how many words were on the pages.
Exactly, because they're not playing by the rules. They're already teaching you. It's working.
Mind games. I dig it.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it.
And just like that, you're closer to being a villain. Do you feel angry that you were scammed? Use that anger. There you go. I'm already helping.
You imagine
it
the customer
pays for
service.
Itself.
Yeah. You phone up like the customer helpline. It's like, this is a scam. Do you feel angry? Yes, I feel angry. Use it.
Good.
Use that
I'm
anger.
already helping. I'm so good at this bad guy helpline thing.
Sub rule. If the person is old enough that their age clock has looped back round to 0, then you can punch them.
Would that be the same as like hitting a baby? I feel like we're also not allowed to hit babies.
I feel like we've gone from one extreme to the other, really, haven't we? It's just like, can we hit old people? Yes, but only if they're really, really, really old.
Evil.
You know, so old
Super
that
evil.
Yeah.
So old that on a government registry they show up as a baby.
Yep.
Then you're punching a baby, and like, I don't care how evil the baby is, we're not going to get off scot-free from hitting the baby. Anyway, character creation.
Yes. Okay.
I can do bits all day, but we should finish this at some point.
Finish this at some point. You are correct. We've got 2 influences then. We've got caretaker and community helper. Was there a third you wanted to take, or are we sticking with 2?
Am I obligated to take student as like someone who is supposed to be at the college? Because I don't want to say under the impression, I was of the hope that rather than being a student at the college, I work at the college to actually earn money for myself. Because like volunteering is good and all, but it does not pay me.
No, I mean,
it's a strictly non-paid thing that I'm doing to help. So like, my actual like job is I work at like the school store or the school cafe, offshoot of Eddie's Cafe.
Yes, we have already discussed the offshoot of Eddie's Cafe. Ernie's Cafe, sorry. We'll talk about that. We're focusing. You're not obligated to either pick student or be a student. Student age was the sort of aim.
I'm cool with that. Yeah.
And having a shared sort of focal point for character development, not necessarily being a student, but working near the campus,
being on the campus.
Yeah, just to give everybody a reason to sort of know each other, have seen each other, have interacted with each other. None of that angsty lone wolf sit in the back of a tavern with a hood pulled up, drinking and ignoring everybody else in the group.
You hear that, Green Ranger? You're not allowed to come in as the new kid in school who'd be an edgy bad boy.
No
who is suddenly the evil Power Ranger.
It's like, hang on a minute, we have a new student who dresses in green, and there's an evil Green Ranger.
It dresses in another. It's just like in Angel Grove at any time, if you see someone wearing a shirt that is like a solid one color shirt, they are now under suspicion of being a new Power Ranger. Like,
I'm watching you.
It's like some kid rolled into town with a bright orange shirt and it's got nothing else on it. He only wears orange shirts. It's like, all right, I'm watching you.
Do we
I'm
have
gonna, like anytime there's a, I don't know, probably.
We're watching.
It's been Power Rangers have been around a long time. I feel like there's been a Power Ranger that has to have been orange.
There have been.
Yeah.
And we are going to at some point get an orange spectrum. I would imagine.
But just like anytime there's a putty attack, your like head whips to the guy who's wearing the orange, like just staring at him. It's like, are you running to transform? Is that where you're going?
Where are you going? I'll help you. We can flee together.
We'll hang out. We'll flee together. Wait for the Power Rangers. Isn't that right?
Wait, I am a Power Ranger. I'm supposed to be dealing with those putties.
All right, so we can't flee together, but I'm still watching you.
Yeah, I've got my eye on you. Okay.
Now I'm going to step into these bushes inconspicuously. Does like the Homer Simpson, like fade into the bushes, and then the fucking Power Ranger comes out.
Totally unrelated.
The worst kept secret.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So 2 influences, a third influence, or are we sticking with 2?
Nah, we're sticking with 2.
Fantastic.
We're going to stick with
2. Okay, let's close those. Scroll up. So we've got the 4 points in from Spectrum and Origin, which means you've got 12 more points to distribute as you so wish.
Right, so let's say I put 12 points into speed. I'm kidding, don't do that.
That would be
the fastest man alive.
That would be scary.
I just become Speedy Gonzalez.
I do think there is a downside, however, that if you have a strength of 0, I can't remember which one it is, but you may not be able to move.
That's honestly hilarious, but yeah, no, of course I'm going to put stuff into strength. Volunteering is all about putting in the muscle work. So even if I'm not trained in like might or like fighting and stuff, I've been lifting things. Like I've been putting in that.
Yep.
And the 12 points go into the actual point scores above, and then not the
so they go
the actual like parts.
They go into the point scores above, and then you get that many skill points to distribute. So say you took 3 in strength, you'd have 3 skill points to put into strength skills.
All right, and 12 that divides. So if I wanted to play it even, I could just put 3 in everything.
You could indeed.
That's not as fun.
And the book sort of recommends a 4-3-3-2, because then you'd put sort of like the 4 in the focus, the 2 in the thing you're not great at, and then the 3s would go on the other 2, essentially. But
all right, I understand that. Not mad at that.
As you said,
I think I will follow that line of questioning.
Okay.
But my speed starts at it too, just from me being a dude. So I think I'm gonna hit that one to 4. So that's two of the 12 down to 10. I'm gonna put a 3 in strength, just from being a relatively like helpful guy, you know, just moving stuff. Down to 7. I'm gonna put 4 of that 7 in social, kicking it up to a 5. Because people like me. I'm a good dude. It's never something you want to say about yourself, but I'm not describing me, the human. I'm describing this character.
I'm describing Cal. It's fine. Cal is a good dude. I'm not
Cal
technically
is a great
speaking
guy.
in third party.
Cal is a creation. People love this dude. Yeah. No, I'm not patting myself on the back saying that my creation is such a nice guy, but and then I've got 3 points left. 3 points left. I'm gonna take 2 of those and put smarts to a 3, and then I'm gonna put another point in speed.
Fantastic.
So
Then
3, 5, 3, 5.
Yep. In which case, we will have 3 points in strength skills.
Mm-hmm. And I'm immediately going to put one of those in conditioning, another one in brawn, and the third in athletics.
Fantastic.
I don't know what just drove by my house, but it was loud as hell. God damn. All right. And so, of the points I use, I only actually put 3 into speed, despite it being at a 5. So that's another 3 points I get for speed, minus the 2 I already have in there, or 3 rather.
Yeah, so you got 2 more things to pick in speed.
I'm gonna take.
Got,
what did you recommend driving be at? Was it at least a D4 or was it at least a D2?
For most people, I would suggest going sort of D4 as sort of early as possible before you start kind of using Zords. I do believe speed is your focus. You probably get points in it fairly quickly. You do not get points in it fairly quickly. You do not get points in speed until level 5 is your next point.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take 2 of the points I get from having my speed where it is and getting that driving to a D4 just to square that away.
Okay.
And I think that leaves me with 1 or 2 because I put 3 points in it, so it leaves me with 1 additional point, I believe.
That is what I thought, and that is what I'm sure it should be. But for some reason, you've got a D2 in acrobatics, a D2 in finesse, and a D2 in initiative.
Finesse sounds wrong. Yeah, I never put something in finesse.
Finesse is correct. Finesse was from your Yellow Ranger spectrum.
Oh, okay, cool. Yep. I'll take that.
Because that's your attack skill. It's the initiative. You don't get a point in initiative for being for having the community helper. What you do is you get edge in the use of it. So you'd roll 2d20, take the highest.
Well, in that case, that's where I'm putting the point.
Fair enough. Okay.
So yeah, there's that. So smarts, I get
2 points in smarts because you've already got a D2 in alertness.
Mm-hmm. And for that D2, I don't see Cal being. I mean, culture. That seems like something Cal would care about because culture is important to people.
Mm-hmm.
And survival, because if you can't take care of yourself, then you have no business taking care of others.
Okay. And then we've got 4 points to put in social because we have a D2 in persuasion already.
I'm going to get performance, deception, animal handling. I can put a point in that. The other 3 are going to be divided between persuasion and streetwise. Streetwise, I'll take a D4 in streetwise and I'll bump that D2 to a D4 in persuasion.
Brilliant. And that's all 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, don't do that. I keep forgetting if I touch my mouse too quickly, it will zoom me straight into wherever the mouse was. So I just had one giant letter T on the screen. Just a letter T.
Have you ever watched the second Great Gatsby movie?
I have not. I didn't even know there was a second Great Gatsby movie.
I don't mean like a sequel to the Leonardo DiCaprio movie. Right, I mean that there are 3 separate movies all titled The Great Gatsby that all tackle the book The Great Gatsby.
That doesn't surprise me.
In the second movie, there's the moment where the woman finds out that Gatsby exists. She has the line, "Gatsby? What Gatsby?" And I swear to God, the cameraman had to do like a leap over the couch for how fast it zoomed in on her face. Like the only kung fu zoom in. It was so fast. Anyway, sorry for the tangent, but the ultra zoom. Anytime I hear about something zooming in like really quickly, I see that moment in my head.
The hidden craftsman at work behind the screens, behind the camera, getting the pictures.
Here I am talking about a movie that I think came out in like 1992.
That sounds about average, to be fair, in the conversations I have.
Fair enough. But I also do believe I am younger than you.
I'm saying nothing. It generally works out that way for me. And we're going to ignore any grey hairs that anybody can see.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
I would
they
never.
don't exist. But that's fine. So we've got the 16 across the 4 different essences. We've got the personal power, the power regeneration, the health, the movement. We have your perks. Sorry, I just managed to turn left just in time to see somebody, Michael, say, "At least you have hair."
At least, you know
There
what?
is
I'll
that.
take that.
There is that. Yeah,
We can take,
yeah,
yeah, high five for that one.
yes. So he's telling me to focus, and then he's throwing things like that out there. I blame him for this.
You're too funny. You're too
We've
funny,
got,
Michael. Stop it.
we've got languages, which we can put another language into now because we know that you've got at least 3 in social. So what do you fancy as your second language?
I'm gonna go with Spanish. Just I live in California, so
Okay,
it makes sense.
fantastic. So we've got your perks, your I know a guy from your origin. It's morphing time, triple strike attacks, which is great. No powers yet, but we will come to that in a
We'll
couple
get
of
there.
levels. We've got your hang up for caretaker, your bonds for community helper and caretaker, your influences, and I've popped your weapons on there already just because, as we've seen with the first 2 streams, it takes a long time. So that was me this morning, just popping all the weapons into there. The only thing we need to do is just change
Thank
the
you for your
skills.
work.
You're very welcome. I was sort of sitting there, I was like, well, I'm already on roll 20, so yeah, let's just throw that down. Let's just get it sorted. We can just change those to finesse because you don't have points in might, so finesse is going to be your melee combat skill. And actually,
right.
to be fair, this will be the first time.
Dripping in finesse.
This will be the first time you've seen your tonfa.
Yeah.
So we was having a bit of a conversation yesterday on the Discord as well because I was just trying to I had some ideas about what to do with it, but I was trying to sort of get some help from other people, some other opinions, and what we kind of went with is that the tonfa, which I've called Griffin's Paws, although if you want to change the name, obviously you're more than welcome to do so.
I mean, if I come up with a better one, because that's good. Like
I
Griffin's Paw is a good Power Ranger weapon
I
name.
thought so. It took me a little while to come up with it. I did have multiple pictures of griffins on my screen at the time as I was trying to try and gain influence for the creation
But
of
my
it.
question is, were they real Griffins or were they the Zord Griffin? Because like, you can't tell the difference. Like, they're so different.
They are incredibly different. That is 100%. We had a mouse, Miette, Mouse's player, and I was having this conversation the other day. They really did most of the Zords kind of rough. In the
Such a shame.
yeah, the fact that they basically the unicorn and a griffin basically look like a pair of shoes that someone's kind of turned around, put some wheels on,
Yeah, and like
moved the head so
exactly.
it moves backwards and forwards. Yeah, I was definitely
Just
looking.
mean.
Yes, it is
Especially when you compare it to like the original Zords that those came from, like the
Yep.
saber-toothed tiger and the other one, like they look good.
And yet you
Not
still
they're not
have
like the best, but
yeah, but you still have the Red Ranger that's a dragon that
yeah, it
flies.
goes from a T-Rex to a
Yep.
dragon that looks awesome. Red Ranger bias, man, exists.
They clearly get all the budget. It's all the Reds' fault. I'm staring at you in the chat, Red Ranger. It's all the Reds' fault.
And ever since Red Ranger bias was discovered, from then on, the Red Ranger has to get hazed at least once per season.
I think that's fair. I do think that's fair. It is red bias. Red rules.
Red bias is real. It's real. Just watch the show. They love the Red Ranger, and everyone else is like, and these guys are cool too.
I did find
Rip.
amusingly. I didn't say anything at the time, but I was looking at the emojis in the Renegade Game Studios Discord, looking for something to post, and they actually have a pink ranger, a blue ranger, a green ranger, a black ranger, a yellow ranger, and 2 red ranger emojis.
Oh, it's even to this day.
I
The Red Ranger
sort of
bias
looked at it. I
is
was
so
like,
strong.
wow. I appreciate that.
Damn.
Probably wasn't intentional, but wow, Red Ranger.
That's the thing.
Once
It's
again,
not intentional. It's subconscious.
everybody just loves red.
The Red Rangers, yeah, it's so powerful.
Red Morphin Power Rangers. It's not the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
They're just all different shades of red. No. You got the classic like candy apple red. There's like there's maroon. There's chartreuse.
Like it's Red Morphin Power Rangers with an asterisk, and the asterisk is other colours are available.
Other colors are available. No.
That's a little harsh. I love it. Don't get me wrong, but that's a little harsh.
It's just real.
It is
what it is.
But we've got your unarmed combat on there. We've got your Griffin's Paws, your power weapon, which is either a blunt or a sharp damage, depending on basically if you want it to sort of be like a normal taunt for kind of looking bit, or almost have claws coming out of it like a Griffin's Paws would.
Oh yeah.
And we also threw in an option for it to shoot essentially like little feathers out of it for a small projectile weapon as well.
Very useful. Thank you.
And I'll be honest with all of them as well, because I've got a little several documents on my computer at the moment, which I probably shouldn't have said because I can feel like the Green Ranger is going to go trying to look around now. I'm moving them. But I've got several documents, and one of them is like potential thematic upgrades for the weapons and things like that as the game progresses. It should hopefully be pretty cool. I'm hoping.
I am very excited for that, but I'll have to live to see it.
You will have to live to see it. There is that, yes.
I'll have to get there.
Fingers crossed. Nobody. It'll be fine. Just hide behind mouse.
Yeah, mouse can take it.
That's my solution to all combat from now onwards. Is just hide behind mouse, pop out and sock something in the door.
I can't wait to actually initiate the Power Ranger conga line. You think with like Red's follow me like ability that the Red would be in front, but no, it's mouse. It's mouse just to take those hits so that the rest of us can like stick out the side and be like, yeah.
I think I saw it on there earlier. Red proposed essentially like either a T shape or an arrow with black in the center, red and green on either side, and then blue and yellow in like the tail.
So it looks less cowardly.
Yeah,
good thinking.
Yeah, like a spearhead formation. We're going to call it the driver wedge through.
For sure.
Yeah, it sounds more menacing. Less hide behind everybody else. But
yeah, I'm sure that's what you were doing. Spearhead, right?
That's what we're calling it from now onwards. It's the Ranger Spearhead formation, otherwise known as the Red Ranger Spearhead formation, even though it's the Black Ranger taking lead.
Yeah, the Red Ranger's patented Red Spearhead formation.
Nobody has a spear.
Other colors are available.
Other colors are included. Just
other colors are included. That one is somehow more disrespectful. Yeah. Like,
it's not even just a choice; they are in there. It's just red is the most important.
In there, and we're actively letting you know that we don't care about them. Oh boy.
Oh god, yeah, that works actually. Instead of spearhead, it's just speared formation, because the end of speared is
the red is in all caps.
So it's spear red formation. Just
he's already got his own goddamn branding.
Yep.
The Red Ranger is going nuts.
He's figured this out. He
What a
has
legend.
figured this out. But that is fantastic. So we've got all of the bits and pieces on the sheet. The only thing we don't have is any sort of items, but which is fine because, as I've said to everybody else, have a bit of a think, see if there's anything you can flick through the items bits and see if there's anything you want to include. Unless we're talking like something ridiculous, like a fleet of limousines or a jumbo jet.
Cal has a 9mm. Cal has a 9mm when he goes to the rough parts of town. Look, Cal is a peace-loving man, but he also abides by stay strapped or get clapped.
It's just like, no, it's okay, guys. I'm here. Everything's fine. What are you doing?
Back up! Back the fuck up!
I can just.
Oh god.
But that's fantastic. We have.
I'll give it a look.
4 out of 5 Rangers now, out of curiosity. No. Okay. Unfortunately, we'll add it to the list of Roll20 is working on it. But what everybody will see when we do the Red Rangers one on Tuesday is that there is more Red Ranger bias. And in fact, I never
would have guessed.
I can show
never
you
would
now
have guessed.
With a little cheat by using a pre-built character sheet. If we press its morphing time on the Red Ranger sheet, everything goes red.
Huh. Well, who would have guessed that the Red Ranger bias was this strong? Everyone, we all know.
Doesn't work on any other Ranger at the moment, but it does on the Red Ranger one.
Of course.
Apparently, the bias even goes so far as Roll20. The bias is real, people. It has infiltrated every level of society. Red Ranger rules, all the other Rangers drool.
Yep. Dude. That's what I'm saying. The Red Ranger, he's too strong. People love him too much. They got him.
But that's it. We are all done. It was. All right. I had a great time. As I proved,
it took longer. I'm sorry for that.
No. It was good. It was good to laugh. I told you it was very easy to make me laugh. I think you've proven it. Hopefully, people will tune in Tuesday for the last one, and the game starts properly on the 14th next Thursday. So, hopefully, everybody's excited.
Morphin time.
It is morphin time. Bye, everybody.
See ya.